Oh boy, this is gonna be a fun one. So I've been seeing the Chi spin and curl everywhere, so I had to try it. I struggle with boxes, sorry. So here it goes. So I tried it on the first strand and watch carefully. Oh my god, I'm just kidding. It does not pull your hair out, so that's one good thing about it. It's supposed to beep when it's done, but it kind of takes a while. I don't usually like to hold the curls that long, and as you can see, it looks a little bit funky. Interesting looking curls. So I was like, okay, well, maybe I did it wrong. Let me check this thing out. You know, I read the directions, but it's kind of a funky looking curl, and you don't really have much control over what type of curl you get. So I gave it another chance. I tried it again. It actually did kind of pull a little bit too, like even though I was joking before, but it does reset itself, so it's not going to pull your hair out. And there's a second one, and I was just cracking up. This curl is super weird. I will say though, it does work. It just doesn't really give you any control over the type of curl you're getting. I like it to look a little bit more natural. So I grabbed out my Stylecraft flat iron and I did some natural waves so you can just compare the difference. Obviously, this looks so much better. I'm just more into like a beachy natural wave, so I could really achieve this with the Stylecraft. And to be fair, I've seen a lot of people use this and have success with it, but maybe I'm just weird. It just didn't really work for me. I also seen people do it on a little bit longer hair, which could explain why it might work a little better. The longer hair will kind of just pull the weight a little bit and pull out the curl so it's not so tight and bouncy like it is on my shoulder length hair. And listen, this is the first time I ever tried using the spin and curl, and it was difficult for me to use. I'm a professional hairstylist, so I'm so used to working with just a normal iron or a flat iron. So of course, like there's probably just a learning curve you have to get over, and maybe it's easier to use later, but I feel like if it's something that you're going to be giving to your clients or it's something that consumers are buying, it should be easier to use than a normal iron. One thing too is it kind of takes a while for the curl to set. It takes over 5 seconds, and I don't usually like to hold a curl for that long. I just kind of like to turn it on high heat and do it quickly and release. So that's one thing I wasn't too fond of either. And I just like having more control over what I'm doing. You only can get one type of curl with this, so you're not gonna have any versatility with it. It does switch directions, which is nice, so you could curl away from your face or toward your face. I also noticed it's very inconsistent. I tried leaving the ends out to see if there could be, you know, just a different look, and it just looks awful. It just looks kind of weird. So here's a comparison of both the different sides. Obviously on the left I did the spin and curl, and on the right I did the flat iron curl. So in my opinion, the Chi spin and curl is a really cool idea. I just don't like that I can't do a variation of different types of curls with it, so I would probably prefer to use a flat iron. And I will link both of these in the description below for you if you want to check them both out.
And then maybe you you slept on it or something.
Yeah, I slept on it and then put a bunch of hairspray and body, like it was an updo or something like that.
Yeah, and also like you forgot how to do your hair.
So basically you'd be embarrassed to go out with me.
Yeah.
Alright, cool. So I just went back in and tried to see if I could kind of reform the curls that I didn't like before, and the flat iron was able to do it pretty well for me because you can actually smooth and curl at the same time. So if you've never curled with a flat iron, it's super easy. Just make sure at the top, what you do at the top is super important. You just want to make sure you're not holding it in one place for too long so that you are not creating kinks in the hair. And another tip, if you find that your hair keeps falling out when you're trying to wave with a flat iron, just make sure to hang on to the ends with your free hand to keep it from falling out. I would love to know what you guys thought of the Chi curling iron. Have you used it? Did you have a similar experience, or did you actually really love it? I'd love to hear. Let me know in the comment section. Thanks for watching, you guys. If you tried this, tag me on Instagram at Lauren Francis Hair. I want to see your photos. See you in the next video.